Good morning. Hope you've had a good holiday yesterday, and I wanted to just walk through your assignments for the week just a little bit. So we'll start off on the 19th, which is today, Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about self-esteem. So you've got two websites that you're going to go to, and you'll take the little self-esteem test there. I'll go ahead and go to them just so you can get a look. The first one, you just click on Take the Test, and then you start going through and answering the questions as far as where you think you are in that. Please be honest with yourself as you go through it, because this is to help you see your own self-esteem. And you'll go all the way through, and then it'll give you some information at the end. The second one is a little questionnaire, and it tells you here how to use it. And then to do the test, you do numbers 1 through 5. So what I would do is just put this on a sheet of paper, put number 1, and then put, wherever you are on that scale of 1 to 5. And then when you get all the way done, you will look at your scores and be able to see what it has to tell you. So use these. If you're honest about it, they're going to give you a little bit of information about your self-esteem. So next you're going to write a paragraph to include the answers that you got from the questions. And it says do not copy and paste the questions into your post. You're just writing about what it is you found out through these. So explain what your self-esteem means to you and rate yourself from being low to high self-esteem, and then explain your reasoning. You will see that in the group, I want you to talk to each other in the group and reflect on what you found out and what others found out as well. So this discussion board is open for you to be able to talk to each other in the discussion board. Please be nice, remember etiquette, and if you don't, it will not reflect well on you in a grade. January 20th, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, you've got a personal affirmation list. It says what we know and understand about ourselves seems like something we should already know, but oftentimes we haven't sat down and reflected. And I think that's the case, because I know even with myself, I think I understand myself, but when I sit down and I do some of these little tests and things, I can see something show up that I really didn't know about myself. And when I think about it, sometimes it turns out to be true. So when you click on this one, you got your personal affirmation list, and it's going to come up and it's going to ask you your likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, aptitudes, abilities, what I like about myself, things I would like to change, and how can this awareness of my personal affirmations be helpful in determining career choices. So when we talk about that, things that interest you, things you know about yourself, will help determine the career that you need to be in. Now, do we all go into the career we expected to? Absolutely not. And I can tell you, I thought I was going to be a drag racer. Never did get there. And somehow that and teacher is just like a million miles apart. But you want to find something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you are never going to be happy throughout your career. So if I was a person who really did not like being around children or teens, I don't think I'd want to be a teacher. But every time I have taken the little career assessment test, it has come up and said that I should go into teaching or counseling. So you can see there is some validity to it. If it comes up and it's something just way out there, doesn't even make sense, be sure and talk about that as well. But this affirmation will help you see your likes and your dislikes, and looking at those things and how it can help you to be able to see what you need to do for your future to make those dreams come true. January 21st, which is Thursday, you've got aptitudes, and it tells you what aptitudes are. Now, you saw that on your last list, so it's important to understand what it is. These are your natural talents that you're born with. Or it's some kind of ability that you've developed through practice and, have gotten good at it. So you're going to have an opportunity to identify your ability level for each category listed. I'm going to go ahead and open it up so you can see that. And you click here. And here you go. So for each one of them, you're going to rate yourself by putting a check mark or an X or whatever. I don't care what you use. But in each block, you're either high ability, average ability, or low ability. Now, I would, score myself probably average when it comes to verbal. Clerical, I'm a little bit higher. Dexterity, hand-eye coordination, probably about average. Mechanical reasoning, for me, is a little bit more. I have a little more mechanical minded ability for some reason, and I think it's because my dad does. And then you have spatial visualization, looking at geometric forms, 3D patterns, things like that. Then you're going to get down here and you interpret what your ratings were. So for the 3 categories, where do you have the highest ratings? And then you name 3 different occupations that would be important to you and explain your choices. On Friday, you're looking at the skills that you currently use at school or work or in your leisure time. And it's 1.01, think about your skills. You're going to think about the skills that you currently use while you're in school or on your job if you have a job, and then you're going to record them in the spaces below. Review your list and place a check mark by your best skills, and highlight the boxes for the skills that you especially enjoy. And then you come down and answer your questions. What classes do you enjoy the most? What work skills do you enjoy? And what things do you enjoy during your leisure time? So you might be saying, why is all this stuff important? It's important because what you know about yourself and how you feel about yourself will help guide you in your future. If you are really good at schoolwork and you plan to continue on from high school into college, that's important. It's important to know what type of learner you are, how you react to things. And in the same token, if you plan on going directly into the workforce, what are those abilities that you're really good at? Are you mechanically inclined? Can you take things apart and put them back together? Do you have high mathematical skills? Are you able to calculate things in your head? Would you be a good bookkeeper? I don't know. But this will kind of help you get to see what it is that you're good at and what things do you have, your qualities that you feel good about. So, not a hard week, okay? You've got assignments to do each day. Be sure that they are submitted by Friday at 5 o'clock. Honestly, you could sit down and do all 4 days and get them done. It would not take you that long to do. So, no late assignments this week. Get them in on time. If you have questions, send me a message. If you need to have a one-on-one Google Meet, send me a message. I'll be glad to get up with you and talk about whatever you need to. I hope you have a good week and look forward to hearing from you this week.